Yo, what's up everybody? Robot Vice here. I'm coming to bring you another commentary. This time, this is a Tier 8 Battle Cup. I'm playing with PPD, Bleak, Limp, and Zai versus KVH, Gunner, Ryu, who is this? And two other high-ranked players. All top 100 players except for, I'm not sure who else this guy is. I think it's Sexy Bambo is one of their players. Anyways, I'm playing Phoenix in this game, and it was a pretty good one. I finished with a pretty nice score, and I had a pretty solid game. This is a Phoenix position 4, and I hope you guys enjoy the commentary. So I know I haven't uploaded in like a month. I don't really have an excuse except for the fact that I was going to stop doing all this, but I've recently decided that, you know, I'm going to do this a little bit on the side. So I'm going to bring you guys what I can, and, you know, it might not be a lot, but I'll give you guys videos that I can. So here you can see I'm running down to the offlane. I'm playing with PPD as my position 5, but when I play Phoenix position 4, I'll always start off buying the courier and the wards, okay? So I'll start off with very little items because Bounty Hunter needs to start with items, but then he can transition and start buying the wards later on. So I start off with about nothing. I buy sentries, wards, and get all of that. So yeah. So my idea here is I just need to get experience, and we're going to have a tough lane. Just because they're most likely, we're worried about them aggroing here, so we're trying to scout it out. We get a deep ward.
30 seconds to battle.
Our Dire gets a ward here, and they actually decide to aggro us. So we were correct. So we scout out the Beastmaster, and then Gyrocopter starts running top. I stay here. I'm just kind of lurking around, trying to figure out what's going on. I was thinking about going to steal the rune with a dive, but I ended up going against that because the Rubik could just lift me midair, and I just feed over first blood, and I didn't feel like doing that in the Grand Finals. So, playing against KVH, Gunner, Ryu, I don't know who Let Me Go is, but anyway, so it's a really, really high-level match. In the first round, we actually played against Monster and Kenny, the rank 2 and 3 player. So we had a really good game. I played Techies and won that one. It wasn't like a really standout game for me. I did my job as Techies and we won, but it wasn't one really worth uploading. So Zai's taking some harass here. I'm trying to figure out really what I need to be doing here. I decided I'm just going to TP top because I can't do a lot bottom. And I can't really do that much top either. That's the problem with this hero, is he really sucks for the first couple levels.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But once he gets levels, he's very, very strong. That's the thing, is that you got to find a way to make it through the early game. Kind of like Techies in a way, but Techies serves a bigger purpose in the early game than a Phoenix does. Nice play by Limp, gets first blood there, and PPD's there, and they end up turning it, and they get a double kill. So we go on to Ryu here. Just a little harass. I'm only level 1, so all I have is the dive. We get some harass, but he has a salve, so it's not going to be a kill. But it's still good to do what you can, you know. Just a Phoenix here. Gunner takes out Limp mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not while I'm around.
And then I scout out, since I'm up here, I scout out the Disruptor TPing top, so I back off a little bit. So really what's been going on, guys, is I just graduated college. I went to college for 6 years. I got an associate's in contracts management, and then I just finished my bachelor's in information technology. So here's a cute little trick, guys. You can stack at 52 right here, and if you hit this one at 55, you can stack both of these neutral camps at the same time, which is pretty nice. So this one stacked and this one stacked. Nice little trick if you're a ranged hero. Easy to pull off. I see him getting gone in here, and there's not a whole lot I can actually do, so I just get a couple CS and get some XP. He died a little too fast. If they pushed up a little bit more for him, I probably could have gone on to Gunner and tried to kill the Leshrac. I get some nice denies and CS there. And I just run back top. Oh, no, I don't. I come back this way. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on at the moment. Rubik's still showing mid. I think Leshrac is just going back to base. And PPD wants to go onto this Rubik, and I say it's possible, so I start walking over, and we end up not being able to land the kill. So a big thing with Phoenix support is the first item you want to grab is just Tranquil Boots, because you can stay on the map and use your spells. The thing with Phoenix is all of his spells take away your HP. So you need to have these Tranquil Boots as like first item up. And then we see this Disruptor here. I dive in. I have level 2 Sunray now. I let it go. And PPD finds the kill. Nice little catch for us as supports. Bounty runes are coming up. So bounty rune change, pretty interesting. They all now spawn at 5-0, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 20 minute. Kind of another nerf to supports. I see Rubik rotating, so I quickly TP mid, try to make a play. I try to keep the Sunray on limp for as long as possible so I can try to turn it. But he ends up going down here, I think. But nice little catch for me. I end up getting like a kill and a half. So very good for me as a support. And now I get some experience. I get my Tranquil Boots up online. So it works out. CSs are really working out there. So got my Tranquil Boots up. We'll switch over to the net worth now. You can see that, you know, I'm low, but that's not how it goes, because Phoenix level 10 talent, you get the 90 GPM, which is really, really nice. I'd say if you're a core offlane Phoenix, the spell amp is much better, but since I'm playing support and I need the gold to get items on this hero, because you do need items on this hero. I mean, you don't really need items, but they are very helpful, and you can have a lot of impact if you get them. So I always get the 90 GPM when I'm playing support Phoenix. We scat out Disruptor again. So I just hit a dive. Some Fire Spirits. I know the Sunray is not necessary. And we land ourselves another kill on the Disruptor. Meanwhile, Rubik ganks mid again. I just go ahead and Sunray this creep wave, get some golden experience while I'm here. A little greedy, but you kind of have to play greedy when you're playing position 4 Phoenix. You need to take what you can get.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So pretty close game so far. We're up 7-5 kill score, but we're not up more than 1k gold. And you can see their Naix is top of the net worth. And our Lena's fallen pretty far behind from the Leshrac right now. So I have 475 gold, and we scout these guys out here. I just dive in, do what I can. I get a Sunray down. I'm just trying to focus on killing this Leshrac with the Sunray. I get it. And that's pretty much the end of that. I'm trying to tell Gyrocopter, let's use the shrine quickly, but he's wanting to go back in. So I'm kind of waiting here. I have no spells, so there's not a lot I can do. I stacked this camp, but he ends up doing this, so they don't stack, but it's okay. So right now, I'm like, all right, let's just take these stacks. So I just start sunraying this camp here. If I get some of the CS, it's more about just taking the stack together. So, you know, I just dive away because I'm going back to base here. I've got 900 gold. I would get a stick normally if I didn't have as much gold. But since I just got a kill and some CS, I just pick up an Urn of Shadows because I have the money for it. You know, if you end up saving 875 up before you get a stick, just grab the Urn real fast. Because the Urn of Shadows is better the faster you get it. It just scales much, like it's not an item that scales very well unless you upgrade it to a Spirit Vessel. But the earlier you get the Urn of Shadows, the better it is. The less HP your allies are going to have, so the more the Urn will heal them, and the less HP your enemies have, so the more damage the Urn will do. In proportion to the game time, you know what I mean? I asked Limp, I'm like, I'll fill your bottle, but he fucks up. He doesn't give it to me, so that's on him. So I hand it back. I'm trying to see if we can land this kill on the Rubik. I'm almost level 6. I kind of want to go in here, but we're kind of hesitant at the same time. This Leshrac just pushes the lane in quickly and backs up, so nice play by him. One thing I probably could have done is stack more Ancients with this Gyrocopter on our team. I could have been handy. Like right here, maybe stacking the Ancients would be good, and then diving over to Sunraying to stack this camp instead of just stacking this hard camp alone. I see PPD's level. Normally I'd take the Tome of Experience, but PPD's only level 4 right now, and I'm already 6, so I let him take the Tome. Normally I would take it because this hero's all about leveling up, and the quicker you get to level 12, the better game you're going to have as you get that level 2 Supernova, because the level 1 egg is really, really shit, especially against a Beastmaster Naix who can just destroy it in 5 hits very easily with the Beastmaster Aura. Giving everyone attack speed, and then Naix just being able to rage. It looks like they're about to take a fight bottom, so I'm preparing. I walk over. PPD goes in. I want to go in here, but it's kind of hard for me. I get the Sunray down, and we end up catching the Beastmaster out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top lane, Bleak goes down. Probably pushed up a little bit too much on his part.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But you can see the difference between our supports and their supports, and we don't even have level 6 on our Bounty Hunter yet. You can see the gold difference just because we're making better rotations around the map and finding kills together. I see they're going in mid right now, and I'm kind of floating in the area. I want to help, but PPD snipes the courier, and wonder if he ends up getting away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, no, he definitely goes down here. But nice play by him, gets the courier for us. I try to initiate mid, but it's not going to happen. They're looking for a fight. I end up just supernovaing here just to say, hey, run over to the supernova. Run over to the supernova, you know. Just to kind of create space because I didn't have fire spirits up, so there was no point of me like diving in there. And dive wasn't even up for me to go egg in the center. But if you don't have fire spirits up, don't egg in the middle of enemy teams because you're just going to feed your egg away and die if you don't have this up, especially since it's only level 1 on the fire spirit. So only slows for 80 attack speed, so they could easily still take down the supernova. Yeah, it feels nice doing some commentaries. I should probably do them a little bit more. I'm starting to play a lot more again. You guys come back to my stream. I changed the name from Robot77V1C3 to just Robot Vice Dota is the Twitch stream name. So come back, check it out. I've been streaming a little bit more, playing a lot of party queue, ranked party queue, and then a lot of party queue with PPD. We're trying to do the cavern crawl, so been having a lot of fun doing that. They get a D ward there up top. PPD's a little behind enemy lines, probably going for another courier snipe. And we're grouping up to take this tower. Rubik's pushing up a lot. I just go in, get the Sunray down, and Limp just finishes him with the Laguna Blade. I heal up Zai a little bit with the rest of my Sunray, and I give him an Urn of Shadows to heal him back up to full.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
We get the tower last hit, which is huge. I'm building towards a Veil right now. I already have one of the Null Talismans, and you can see how farmed I am in comparison to the other supports. I'm already at 3K net worth, and their two supports are sitting at 1,600 and 1,400. So their two net worths combined equals mine right now. So I've been finding good kills and assists around the map, and I end up running over here. I Sunray this so I can stack this hard camp one more time. It stacks, so nifty little trick, a dive into a Sunray to stack the hard camp one more time for Limp. And I'm just going to hang around here and get some experience off of this because I stacked it. Feels good. Limp, I think, just says gyro, take it. But I get a little bit of gold because I stacked them. You know, you get 25% or something of the creep camp. 20 or 25%, I forget what it is, if you stack the camp. So we're looking for a fight. We got Supernova up, and we see this Naix here, and I think we just ignore him. But they end up going in on the Leshrac, and PPD makes the call that Bleak and I just go in on this Naix. I get the Sunray up, and they just go ahead and roar the, and I end up diving up and Sunraying onto the cliff, so that their melee heroes can't even attack the egg. So nice play by me there. I hate to toot my own horn, but it was a nice play. Ryu's running. I'm not quick enough to catch up with this Sunray. Just the tip catches him because of the net from Zai on his Helmet Dominator creep, and I get a double kill. And all of a sudden, I'm feeling good. Got some good farm, good XP. So try to look around, take advantage of your terrain when you're playing Phoenix against melee heroes. Really, really handy to put your Sunray up on a cliff above a fight if you're there. You just need to be paying attention to where the fight's happening and look around. Sunray here, I get lifted up. I end up just diving out. I know Zai's dead, so I just back out. I end up getting away. I've got my 2 Null Talismans now, which is nice about the Veil. It's a nice build-up for Phoenix. Is you get these 2 Null Tallies, and it gives you a lot of good stats. So definitely a nice item for him. And it seems contradicting that you don't go the +8 spell amp, but I'm going this Veil Kaya build, which is what I normally go. And I'm a really big fan of it, but I wouldn't be able to get these items as quick if I didn't get that 90 GPM talent. So think about that. And the +8 spell amp is, just think like the Kaya is 10% spell amp. Just think about that like outweighing the costs, okay? Like you're getting the 90 GPM, but you're buying this, you know, cheap spell item, you know, less than 2,000 gold, and it'll give you 10% spell amp rather than the 8% spell amp. I just Sunray the wave. I get a lot of gold from that, and I have my Veil completed now. So a little greedy, you know, taking those CS from Zai, but that's just kind of how it goes. Zai gets roared in the top lane, and I'm trying to fight. I go in, I get a Supernova down, and this is a really good fight for us now. We take out the Leshrac. I earn up limp. I get the Sunray down, trying to burn down KVH, but I end up going into the... I get the dive off here. I ended up Sunraying into the Static Storm. They ended up buybacking on Leshrac here. RIP. So that's really where this game took a huge turn. We're now at a 6K net worth lead and doing very well. So I'm building towards this Kaya now. Nyx has his Radiance. He's inside this creep. I'm just farming this wave, and then I TP out because I know this guy's about to kill me. So it was really my only play there. If I would have not TP'd immediately, he would have just hopped out and killed me because he predicted where I was going to go or what I was going to do. I Sunray this wave. You know, it's pretty nice when you get the level 4 Sunrays. You can take out an entire creep wave with it as long as you position it correctly. It's a nice farming tool. Another thing I do is I use the Fire Spirits and the Dive to farm 2 camps at the same time. And it's all about maximizing your farm with this hero. And you can see my net worth now on the net worth charts.
Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, so we're looking for a fight here. I'm coming in, and this is a pretty big fight here. Everybody's here. I'm waiting for my dive to come off cooldown before I go in. I see it's now ready. I dive in. I'm right on top of him here with the Ray. Nyx is trying to hit it, but a nice vacuum from Zai keeps him off it, and I'm 1 hit from going down, and I get the Supernova off, and I take out Gunner with the Sunray. Nyx hops into a creep. Rages, but he's going to go down here. I get tracked up from the Rubik stolen track. And Rubik gets away. I Sunray here because I thought maybe Rubik was going to go for the bounty rune since it was at the 20-minute mark. I thought he might get greedy. So I just kind of predicted that and was hoping he was there. It's just like a next level play, like thinking wise. I have my Kaya and I got the Tome of XP. At level 15, you get the plus 60 Fire Spirit DPS. The plus 500 health is a lot, but the plus 60 Fire Spirit DPS is game-changing. It does so much damage with the Veil Kaya build. And if you play Offlane Phoenix and get that plus 8 Spell Amp, these things will just rip people apart. You can just literally one-shot heroes, like support heroes, with this build. With just a Dive, Veil, Fire Spirit, and it's just incredible how much damage you can do. I'm kind of floating with the idea of coming over to help the team, but I'm not really that much in the area, so I Sunray down below. I get a nice, I dive below. I get a nice Sunray here. I take out 2 of them, go down, and then I Supernova, and they know they have to run here. And I'm like, Nyx is going to get stunned. Nyx is going to get stunned here. I told my team that. And I start Sunraying. Gyro gets glimpsed back, and this guy just rage TPs. So nice play by him. He gets away. We're up by 12K now. I'm building towards a Spirit Vessel now. And you can see I've now passed the Leshrac on net worth. You can see how this Phoenix hero is very, very strong as you progress into the game. I tried a Sunray to help out Limp there, but I realized it's a lost cause. So I just stop and I back out. I'm still perfect game for me right now. I have not died yet, not feeding, doing very, very well. Finish up the Spirit Vessel. PPD goes down. Another Sunray to take out the creep wave. And I see there's a fight going down mid. I TP in. I'm hoping to do what I can. I have no dive right now, though. It's on cooldown. Lina gets glimpsed back. I dive in. I just Supernova here. This is just like a way. This is just saving my Lina. By Supernovaing here, I just make them all run away and back off from killing the Lina. Completely halting the initiation from the enemy team. And once you get that plus 60 Fire Spirit DPS, you can farm really quickly with this hero. Like one Fire Spirit will take out a small camp you'll see there. One Fire Spirit kills the entire small camp. So I still have one left here. I can just use it whatever to farm. And it's pretty handy. So next I'm building towards an Ag Scepter. I really like the Ag Scepter on support Phoenix. Even if you don't take anybody into the egg with you, it's very nice because it gives you those additional 3 attacks. Or 2 or 3 attacks, I forget. The Ags gives you an additional 2-3 attacks to kill the egg. And it's very, very handy versus teams that can kill the egg pretty easily, like a Beastmaster Naix team. So they're looking to fight. I get roared, but he can't really follow up. I just Supernova close to my team over here in the middle. And we end up taking him out once again. So we're up by a lot of gold. Naix is cutting the creep wave mid. I just Spirit Vessel him to scare him a little bit. And I honestly, this is one of my better games. I was very happy with how I played. My team's pushing in top. I don't have Supernova, so I'm just pushing in mid right now. And then I run top. You know, it's all about pushing out waves. I get a Spirit Vessel and a Fire Spirit. He just Yules it off. I realize they're coming in to fight, and this might not be a great fight for our team. So we all decide we're going to back off. And Dire doesn't chase.
Dire's top shrine is
I almost have an Ag Scepter up now, so very, very farmed on this Phoenix. So we can take a look. So with the Ags, it might be bugged or something. I know it increases it by a little bit. Let's take a look real fast while we're here. Yeah, so it increases it by 2. 2 attacks. So instead of 11, it's 13. Does it say that on here? I just didn't see it. Yeah, it does. So instead of 11, it's 13 attacks. And those 2 attacks can make a huge difference. So we're just shoving in bottom. We already have top racks. So we're just looking to make plays, trying to end this game. We realize how much of a gold lead we really have.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And we're just shoving in the lane. I just get a dive, Fire Spirit onto the Disruptor. He just goes down. I just egg on top of my team here. They fortify. This was kind of just so we could take the tower. It's just like a protective egg over the team. My Gyro's going down. I get a Sunray off. I'm healing him up. Then I Spirit Vessel him. It's all about healing him up so we can fight. Lina gets roared here. Not the best. And we realize that we're starting to lose this fight. So we back off. Even with a 25k lead, we managed to lose this fight. And we thought we were throwing a little bit at the time. I had no idea we were up 25k gold, though.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
So thinking about turning, but then I back off, run away. Shrine up. I'm almost level 20. I send out the Tome. And then when I get level 20, and so the Icarus dive range is nice. You know, the 1400 Icarus dive range is nice, but this plus 1.25 seconds Supernova stun duration is very, like, it's huge. Like, that AoE, like, BKB piercing stun, you know, is amazing. You know, it goes to the Rage on the Lifestealer, the BKB on any heroes, like Leshrax's building one. The stun goes through, and that's 3.75 seconds. So they basically have to run away, because it's like a roar, but, you know. So great talent. Icarus dive range, if you're playing core and you're having a great game, you know, and you're dominating, maybe you get it for some of the memes and, you know, the extra initiation range. But overall, I think the Supernova stun duration is the way to go. I get a Sun Ray onto the Rubik. I take him out. And meanwhile, Zai with a vacuum into the Centaur stomp there onto the Lifestealer. Huge plays. And then we start pushing in. And Ryu is just like feeding here. I'm not sure what he's doing. I egg. I pull Lina inside the egg with me because I knew the game was over. I was just kind of cheesing. And they call GG. And then we win Tier 8 Battle Cup. So nice game. I went 9-0-20 with the Phoenix. I was very happy with my performance. I'll show you guys some of the stats here. Oh, man. What the hell? I've already seen this. I don't know why it's showing me this again. Excuse me. So you see here, 9-0-20, 15K net worth. I ended up having more net worth than our Dark Seer at the end of the game. And that's just kind of the power of Phoenix. It's pretty nice. And I think I found a great way to play this hero as position forward. I'm very happy with the way that this game turned out. And I played him in the previous game. So I played him 2 games in a row. The game before, played him as position 4 again, and I went 6-3-12. That was with the Treant Protector, and it was an overall good game. So I'm very happy with this hero's status right now. He's tough to play in pubs just because he's not a lane winner, and a lot of people in your pub matches will tilt off the first 5 seconds of the game just because you can't win the lane right away, and they don't have the patience for this hero to come online as a support. So it's pretty hard to play him in pubs, but as far as in competitive, if you can get a team around him similar to Techies, I think he's very, very powerful. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And I should be back soon with another commentary. You know, let me know in the comments what hero you guys want to see.